Hi, I'm Marty Snowbarger with the Farmington Police Department Traffic Unit. We're here to do some videos on motorcycle safety because May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month and we'd like you to be safer riders. Enjoy watching. I'm one of the motor instructors and we're out here today practicing our skills, and we wanted to bring you a little safety information because of Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month coming up in May. So we're going to share with you some tips and tricks of the trade for you to make you a better motorcycle rider and safer on the roadways. This first one we're going to talk about is some braking exercises, some things you can practice in parking lots as long as there's nothing in the way for you to get involved with. So the first one we're going to do is a 25-mile-an-hour braking test. And 70% of your braking power comes from your front wheel, and we're going to do some tests, and we're going to show you how that actually works and how effective the front brake is, and especially both brakes when used together. The first demonstration we're going to do is a 25-mile-an-hour. Officer King is my demonstrator. He's going to use a rear brake only, using only the rear brake at these cones. We're going to see how far it takes him to stop. And here we have a distance of 47 feet using a rear brake only at 25 miles an hour. Okay, our next test is going to be using the front brake only, and we're going to see what kind of a distance difference we get here. Again, that was 47 feet on the rear brake only. And as he comes into the exercise, when he hits the cones, you'll notice the front end dip dramatically. And here we have a distance of 35 feet. So we have a reduction of 17 feet using only one brake. And you notice in the last shot, when we did the front brake only, the front end dipped on the motorcycle. The reason for that is a weight transfer to the front wheel of the motorcycle, enabling more braking traction to be afforded to that wheel. Now in this next demonstration, Officer King is going to use both brakes properly without locking one of the tires up or engaging his ABS or anti-lock braking system, again at 25 miles an hour. And again, we should see that weight transfer as the motorcycle begins to dip in the front. And here we have a braking distance of 24 feet, a huge reduction over the original 47 using rear brake only. In this next exercise, because our motorcycles are equipped with anti-lock braking systems, we wanted to show you what that sounds like and what it looks like. And it can be kind of unnerving as the rider because you'll feel pulsing in your foot and pulsing in your hand as the computer controls the braking action of the motorcycle. So as Officer King comes in, he's going to hit the brakes as hard as he can on both brakes, and we're going to watch and see what happens. This time we have a stopping distance of 26 feet, just slightly longer than the proper braking with threshold braking. Okay, for our next example, we're going to show what it looks like when a rear wheel locks up and slides to a stop. Again, we're using 25 miles an hour. To simulate this, what Officer King has to do is shut off his motorcycle to disable the computer so that the ABS doesn't kick in. We don't recommend that you try this on the street. This is something we're just doing as a demonstration to show you the difference between a locked sliding wheel and the rolling friction we saw in the last couple of examples. And here again we have a stopping distance of 47 feet. Okay, as we can see in these braking examples, proper braking can greatly reduce the amount of distance you need to stop. We see a distance difference between 47 feet and I believe it was 24 feet on the short end. That's the difference between being involved in a crash and being able to avoid a crash successfully. Again, these are things you can set up and you can do on your own in a vacant parking lot somewhere. Again, we just don't want you to lock up your rear wheel and slide and crash. Additionally, if you do not have ABS on your motorcycle, it's very important that you realize once you feel that front wheel start to lock up, that you release that front brake immediately and then slowly reapply. It's kind of like squeezing an orange for breakfast. If you're squeezing an orange for your juice, you just want to slowly squeeze that item in and not apply the brake to a lock. If you feel it locking up, again, immediately release and then reapply. Otherwise, you will fall down. Your rear wheel or your front wheel will lock up. You'll have about a second and a half to release. If you don't, your front wheel will lock, turn, and you will go down. And thank you for watching this episode of Traffic Tip Tuesday. Safe motorcycling.